What if you woke up one morning and realized that no one in the world could see you? Not because you had turned invisible, but because every single person on earth had simply forgotten you existed? Not your face, not your name, not a single memory of you. You are not a ghost. You are not dead. You are standing right there, breathing, blinking, reaching out, and the world moves around you like water around a stone, completely unbothered, completely unaware. That is where this story begins. Not with a scream, not with a sudden shock. It begins with something far more unsettling, silence where your name used to be, as if you were simply not part of their world anymore. Nothing about the morning feels unusual at first. The light comes through the curtains the same way it always does. Your phone is on the nightstand. You reach for it, check the time, 7:42 in the morning, and notice something small but strange. There are no notifications, no messages, no missed calls. You tell yourself it is just a slow morning. You get up, make coffee, and wait for the day to begin. But in the minds of every person around you, there is simply a blank space where you used to be. The street is full of people going about their morning routines, walking dogs, checking phones, sipping coffee from paper cups. You try to make eye contact with someone passing by. They look right through you. Not past you. Through you. You step directly in front of a man walking his dog, and he adjusts his path around you the way someone avoids a lamppost. Automatically, without acknowledgement, without irritation. You are an obstacle, not a person. Because somewhere in the part of her mind where your memory lived, there is now nothing but quiet, undisturbed space. You search your own name. Nothing comes up. Not your social media profiles, not your email address, not even old forum posts from years ago. It is as if every digital trace of you has been quietly, cleanly erased. You try logging into your accounts. The passwords work, but the accounts themselves are empty. No followers, no friends list, no history. You send an email to your closest friend. The message delivers, but no reply comes. You call your mother. Over the next few days, you begin to understand the rules of what has happened to you. You can interact with the physical world. Doors open when you turn the handle, food tastes the way it always did, rain still soaks through your jacket. But the moment any human being would need to consciously register your presence, their mind simply skips over you. A cashier at a grocery store takes your items, scans them, and bags them. But when you hand over the money, their eyes drift slightly, and they wait as if expecting payment from an empty space. You place the bills on the counter. They pick them up without looking at your hand. You are being processed, not perceived. The world accommodates you the way a river accommodates a rock, without recognition, without resistance, without care. She says she is simply very good at finding the spaces where people used to be. You notice a woman sitting alone on a park bench. She is looking directly at you, not through you, at you. Her gaze is steady, calm, and deeply unsettling in a way you cannot immediately explain. You approach her slowly. She does not look away. When you are close enough to speak, she tilts her head slightly and says, in a voice barely above a whisper, that she has been waiting. You ask her what she means. Just a shape moving through the world with no name attached to it, no history, no sense of being anyone at all. She tells you that the people who get subtracted do not disappear all at once. It happens in layers. First, the people who know you least forget you. Acquaintances, coworkers, strangers. Then it moves inward. Friends, colleagues, neighbors, then family. And finally, she pauses here for a long moment. Finally, she says, you forget yourself. You ask her how long that takes. Because you cannot quite remember the color of your childhood bedroom walls, and yesterday you could have sworn you knew. Your childhood home. You can picture the walls, the furniture, the smell of it, but when you try to remember your bedroom, something is slightly off. The details are there, but they feel borrowed, like memories from a film you watched rather than a life you lived. You try to remember your first day of school, your best friend's laugh, the name of the street you grew up on. Some of it comes easily. Some of it comes slowly. And some of it, when you reach for it, simply is not there. A small hollow where a memory used to live. You tell yourself it is just stress. You tell yourself you are tired. And you are not entirely sure, sitting there in the pale morning light, Whether the person who wrote it was trying to warn you or say goodbye. The bench is empty. You wait for hours. She does not come back. You take out your phone and try to write down everything she told you, every detail, every word, because something in you understands that the writing is important, that the act of recording yourself is the only thing keeping the edges of you intact. You write your name at the top of the page. You write where you were born, who your family is, what you love, what you are afraid of. You write it all down like a map of yourself, because maps are what you use when you are afraid of getting lost.